In this week's question and answer show, I'm talking about how to choose the best topic for your podcast. To have your question featured on the show, head over to Instagram, give Mark Savant Media a follow, and shoot me a DM with your question. All right, this week's question comes from Prapon Makta Durman. I'm sorry if I botched that name. He asks, Mark, I'm starting my first podcast. What industry or topic should I choose? Is the digital marketing industry too saturated? So first off, no, I don't think the digital marketing industry podcast is too saturated. In fact, I'm launching a new podcast on that topic. But let's focus in on which topic is going to be best for you. Rule number one, you want to pick a topic that you are interested in and that you love talking about. Quite frankly, when you're starting a new podcast, there's going to be very few people actually listening. So you want to make sure that's something that you're passionate and interested about. If you're passionate about digital marketing, that's a great way to start your podcasting journey. Now, you also want to be clear on what your goals are. Is your goal to sell your podcast to Spotify for $100 million like Joe Rogan? Is your goal to become more familiar with the formatting and to learn new skills? Is your goal to reach new customers and new clients? Get clear on what your goals are. So now that you've broken down several different topics that you're passionate about and you set up your goals, let's go a little bit deeper. Is there competition? Listen, saturation is not necessarily a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. If there's a lot of competition in a particular topic, that means that people are interested. People are listening. The last thing you want to do is start a podcast about something that nobody cares about. So for example, if your podcast is about watching grass grow, ain't no one going to listen. And no matter what your goals are, everyone wants to get people listening to their podcast. So you want to make sure that there is competition. If there's competition, that's a good thing because it means that people are listening. The other thing that I would recommend is this the type of podcast or topic that you would want to listen to? The last thing you want to do is create a show about a topic that you don't even want to listen to. If you're not going to listen to a show about that topic, then it's probably not going to be a good fit. Also look at relevancy. How relevant is this topic in 2020 and beyond? If your show is about how to correct your typewriter, this show would have been great 30, 40 years ago, but it's not relevant now. The best thing you can do when you're picking a show topic is find something that's relevant, not just now, but will be relevant for years to come. It's also not a bad idea to niche down. A lot of people, myself included, start very, very broad. But as you get to learn your audience, as you get to learn your demographic, keep niching down so you can meet their need. At the end of the day, that's really what you want to be doing with the podcast is finding a topic that people care about, niching down and solving their problems, providing them value, answering their questions. There's a lot of different ways that you can choose the right topic for your show, a lot of different ways that you can make sure that your launch is super powerful. I've got quite a few videos right here that are going to help you on that journey. But be true to yourself. Be realistic with your goals. When you're starting a podcast, don't worry about getting millions of listens or making millions of dollars. What you should really be focused on is, am I talking about something that's in line with my goals, that I'm passionate about, and is relevant today? Your initial goal should be to consistently improve and consistently push out content. If your goal is to make millions of dollars, you're going to be in for a bad time because it takes a long time to get those listeners, those subscribers, those downloads. But if you can focus in on being consistent and improving yourself, I promise you, you are going to be rewarded immensely. Thanks for watching the show. Make sure to subscribe so that you get all the great content that's going to help you get noticed online. And make sure that you head over to Instagram, DM me with your question for a chance to be featured on the question and answer show. Have a great day. Peace.